All right, welcome back. All right, so we're almost at the finish line in terms of making the flour and preparing the dough and getting it ready for the cold fermentation. So let's show you what it looks like now. Remember, I created a dough ball. It's much bigger, very smooth. I mean, I don't know if you can tell how smooth it is, but it's just extremely smooth right now. So now we're ready to cut the dough ball. I'm going to cut 3 pieces, but I'm going to try to target the first 2 that are bigger for the 16-inch. So I'm targeting 567 grams. So cut this in half. And see how much. Okay, so I'm going to form this guy into a dough ball. You could do it by hand as well, and just do it this way. Stretch it in there, but I like doing it this way. Just make sure the top is smooth and the bottom is kind of connected, kind of like this, a little bit. Smooth that top a little bit. Okay, smooth top there. Let's put it on the weight scale. I got 382, so obviously I need more. So let's combine more. Still learning the right eye test as far as knowing the right size to grab. These people, these professionals around the world, they just know. They can tell just by looking how much to grab. Not quite there yet. Let's see. At 496, 567. So I wonder if this is enough. Might be too much. Let's see. Might be too much. Let's add more. Nice and smooth up top. Let's measure it. 593, so I'm going to shave a little bit off. Let's see what we got. $570. Little margarine off. Wow, still needs a little bit more. Make sure this is accurate. Wow, not quite there. A little bit more. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought, but trying to be precise. Okay, 565, that's close enough. Might add a little bit more. Let's target the second one. Sometimes you lose a few grams. Let's center this a little bit so you can see what's going on. Sometimes you lose a few grams in that residual loss. So sometimes I add a little bit more to the formula to account for that. If it's off by a couple grams, it's not a big deal. Wow, this one's closer. 576. Little smidget off. $5.66. Yep, 5.67. So this is on point. Let's see if I add a little bit more. This one was 5.64, 5. Add a little smidget. A little bit more. It's just taking a little bit longer, but there we go, 567. Out here, and then the final piece might not be 300, but it should be close. If it's 280 something, it's still okay. It's still gonna, it'll just form a thinner crust. Let's see. Get that ball to form nicely. Get it to form. No! Trying to get this ball formed right. No! So this is about, so I did lose a little bit of a residual. It's around 275. So that's okay. It'll still form a beautiful 11-inch, 12-inch thin. It'll just be thinner. It'll still be beautiful. So now I'm ready to go ahead and put it on the dough tray, and you could use a cookie sheet, any kind of pan that's a little thicker where you could place it. So initially you want to, and I'll do it right here, I'm going to bring my dough storage container. So initially, whatever you use, coat it with some flour. I use Semolina flour. You can get that at stores. Red, I think it's Bob's Red Mills flour. They make a good Semolina. You can get them online too on Amazon. But it's a good. They use this in New York style pizza. So I coat it on the bottom. Let me bring it down here. So I coat it in the bottom here. So I already put some out here. So now we're going to put the dough ball. And you're going to be very gentle with these dough balls. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that first one. Be very, very gentle, and then I'm going to put it. Let me put this aside here. So I'm going to put it. Just going to make sure it's still in that round shape. And I'm going to be spacing it evenly because it will expand. Yeah. Okay, so that's the first one. And then the second one, I'm going to put in here. Angle, because these are fairly large. These are going to be 16-inch pizzas. So just make sure it's round here. Give it an even amount of space. And the reason why I put flour in the bottom is so that way it wouldn't stick to the surface. And I would do the same with any kind of metal sheet pan. But make sure it's thicker because you're going to have to seal it with saran wrap or press and seal or whatever you use. You definitely want to seal it when you allow it to ferment because it'll rise quicker. Okay, and then the small one, I'm just going to use my hands to just keep it in that round form. Then I'm going to sprinkle some more semolina on it. Now this small one, it seemed like it was, I don't know, it was rising a little quick. So I'm going to coat it. Whoops, too much. I'm going to coat it a little bit with some olive oil just to give it some liquid. That's enough. So then put some semolina flour here. Okay, and this should be, this will do the job. So what I'll do now is basically I will go ahead and let it rise for a couple hours in room temperature, and then I'm going to go ahead and put it in a section in the fridge and let it ferment for a day. Sometimes I don't even do a 24-hour. I do a 48-hour because usually that's the sweet spot. But the way this sourdough starter is, it's so good. Even the 24-hour bake is amazingly fluffy and light. So it depends on how the flour reacts to it, but I'm very confident that this one will be very good. We'll cook one on the 24-hour portion, and then we'll do another one on the 48 to see how we like it, and go from there. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and let this rest. I'm going to cover the dough container and seal it with a cover here. And if you want to get these, if you're serious about making pizza or baking, these are excellent. You don't have to seal the top. This seals real good. There's companies that sell these on Amazon. So I stopped sealing it with saran wrap. It seals well enough. It's called Doughmate, and it's doughmate.com, but they are also on Amazon. But so far I'm very pleased that they sell them in 2 packs, and they also sell a dough tray scraper. So I'm very pleased. So this works very well. But you don't have to get this. This is just something that, you know, I decided to get over time. But you could get a cookie sheet that's thick, and that'll work for you as well. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and keep this on the countertop for a couple of hours, and then I will go ahead and put it in the fridge. And then next day, tomorrow, Friday, will be an exciting day, because then we will be preparing. I will make the sauce and pressure cook the tomato sauce. Christina will make the pesto, and I think in a previous video, that was our raw video. I mean, this is still kind of raw, but I'm going to go ahead and edit everything and make it leave some captions and mess around. Maybe share some links of stuff I have. But tomorrow will be exciting. I'll definitely be sharing what I do with my tomato sauce, the cheeses I use, the toppings, and then the finishing ingredients. And because the first video I did, I think I only shared the pesto 12-inch. So I'm going to show you the New York style and show you the fresh ingredients I'm using. And so that should be fun. So I'll see you tomorrow. It'll be exciting. All right, take care. Bye.